And once again, we are live. This is a spontaneous live feed, people. I'm watching the undercard of Shawn Porter versus Errol Spence, or Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter. And I'm looking at Mario Barrios versus Akhmedov. And it is off the chain, people. I can't stress this enough. And I can clearly see that the referee is in favor of Barrios because he's calling stuff he doesn't need to call. You know, you guys come in. This is a great fight. If you guys have nothing to do, check out Shawn Porter versus Errol Spence on PBC Live. And I'm watching a fight where Akhmedov is picking apart Mario Barrios and putting it work to him. Now, even though Barrios got a knockdown, I think it was in the 5th round he got the knockdown, or the 4th. It's still one of the most exciting fights that I've saw because this guy, I think he's from Turkey, I want to say. He is putting the work to Mario Barrios. He's putting it to him, and the referee is not on his side, so he has to make it count for what he's doing. This is a great fight. Counterpunch to you, Benani. Counterpunch to you. Actually, I just got off a live feed, but you know, you could tell Mario. He was a lot fresher early on. We're looking at the highlights. He did get the knockdown, but then he was really putting it to him. Really putting it to him. Volume punching, working to the body. Then he gets cut. Barrios gets cut. And he's just getting worked on the inside, man. It's great to see. Timmy Yee, counterpunch to you. Yeah, it's a good fight, man. I'm excited. I'm like, man, well, hell, let me just watch it. Let me just watch it, with my peeps, with my counterpunch squad. You know what I mean? Because this is a good fight. I think this is the last round. Barrios is all busted up. He got Virgil Hunter in his Virgil Hill. Yes, Virgil Hunter. Said it right the first time. But he got him in his corner. And Akhmedov is he's trained by the Diaz brothers, Antonio Diaz. So yeah, this is a great fight. And the craziest thing about this is I don't remember anything about it. Oh, good left by Akhmed. Or Akhmedov. Yeah, Akhmedov. There we go. And now they're in the 12th round. Ain't that crazy, Young Dunn? You think that a fight's going to be over, but it's not over till it's over. It's not over till it's over. Because, see, now at this point, Barrios is so tired, he doesn't have anything to keep the guy off of him. Now he's just implementing his game plan, putting constant pressure on him, cutting off the ring. Every so often he would land a nice left hook. And Barrios, this guy's left side of his face is totally swollen, people. You guys should check this out. It started with a cut along with these right hooks, and I think the right hook formed a cut. And now he's holding that guard up because he knows that swelling is messing him up. He looks decrepit out there. He looks like Fernando Vargas when Vargas fought Sugar Shane Mosley. See, I don't even think he can see from that left side now. So he's just really surviving. Yeah, because he's coming around like this with his right. He's not seeing any of it. He just took a nice left. And he's just trying to survive. Akhmedov, he's just showing how powerful and how determined he is, man. And you could tell he was in better condition because Barrios looks like he wasted steam. But then what are you going to do if someone's chopping you down? Benatti, just inbox me on Kurt DeVille. Yeah, I'll tell you all that good stuff. Dubois, presto uno. Counterpunch to you. Ooh, good left Good left, good right from good left back from Barrios. Is the first. Oh, he gets dropped again. I think that saved him. I think that saved him. That actually saved the day for. Wow, wow. Barrios needed that shit. He needed that. If he wouldn't have had that, I think, because I couldn't remember who won this fight. Greetings from Helsinki. It's 4:58 in the morning. Aya, Kinkumba. Counterpunch to you from Helsinki. That's Sweden, right? Yeah, he catches him with a straight right. It was crazy. And he was on his way to a victory. Those guys need to run that back because this guy was 7-0, and Barrios I think was 24-0. Somebody's gotta go tonight or whenever it happened. Ricky Galarza, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. But that punch still should have had more stank on it. And it just shows you how body punches can affect a fighter overall. You start taking gas, you start taking air out of that tire. That's what type of punching you're going to have. Because that punch, the way it landed, supposed to have took out Akhmadov. But he landed 181 compared to Mario's is 113. Crazy. Skrilla 50, what's going? What's good, brother? Counterpunch to you. I'm just online looking at some good fights, looking at some old school, some redos, some reruns, some reflections, some counterpunch classics. So it's Villegas. He has it 113, 113. I would be good with a draw, but I think this is more political because whenever you see a referee, okay, Kikumba, thank you for the super chat. Whenever you see a referee in straight favoritism, yes, I do, Paul Blout. I do be in Brazil a lot. It's some political stuff. It's some protection going on. You know, certain fights, if they don't go the way they should go naturally, that's when certain people are in place to, to make things go a certain way. Okay. That's why he was warning Akhmadov a lot, with the heads, and he's seen this guy fighting like this the whole fight. Well, it's not intentional. Here we go. Okay. See, 116, 111? That's bullshit. That's Barrios. But that's bullshit, I knew. Watch. Yep. See, here's the deal. 116, 111. Don't that shit sound like that Canelo Lara card when they had 117, 111? See, it's always that motherfucker that just scores it off the charts for the other guy. That's your culprit. That's your culprit. That motherfucker did not win that fight. If anything, it should have been a draw, and nobody should have got that fucking belt. But Mario has 24 fights, 18 by knockout, okay? So he's on his way to obtain certain plateau status. See, he's going to that contender status. Now he's a champion. But now they had to rob a guy that was undefeated. Okay? He wasn't meant to win. He was not meant to win. Skrilla 50, exactly. Lara schooled Canelo, outboxed Canelo, toe-to-toe. Canelo threw body shots, and those were enough to win the fight. And obviously for Levi Martinez, it was 117, 111. It just shows you certain shit. Now understand this. It wouldn't have mattered of the knockdown if that referee had it 116 to 111 anyway. Right? Think about it. Because he didn't need the knockdown. They were going to score it like that anyway. So this kid was going to be fucking robbed. Bottom line. I was asking because I see the woman. Have you ever heard of the passport? Have you ever heard of the passports, bro, or symbolism or black? No, I haven't. They do that a lot. That's crazy. Yeah, it is, man. It is crazy, Ricky. It's crazy. See, that guy did not need. See, he didn't even need the knockdown, according to that judge. You know. Yeah, he has Skrilla 50. I mean, that's just him. Lara and Pernell Whitaker have a lot in common when it comes to bullshit. Two southpaws, two very difficult people to fight, and they end up getting the shitty end of the stick. You know. But I think they should run that back because that guy did not lose that fight. Because I watched that fucking fight. I'm sitting here watching it, and I'm like, look, let me log on because I want you guys to see, especially notify you guys, hey, there's a good fight on. Very good fight, very competitive fight. We seen one guy get knocked down in the fourth round, come back fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, win the next 7 rounds by breaking Mario Barrios down. Okay. And Brittany, I just got your notification. I'm gonna hit you up. Get your size and all that good stuff. No, they ain't. They ain't Brittany. You know what I mean? You know what though? I think the far as they got Brittany with people. Well, speaking of Lara, those guys that judged that fight, they were supposed to have been suspended indefinitely. Indefinitely. They were supposed to, because they looked into that and they seen it was just so much bullshit. But guess what? They didn't overturn. They never overturned it. But so what they did, they suspended the judges. But so if like, well, if you suspended the judges, the decision that the judges made or decided to do was bullshit. You know what I mean? But then again, you're looking at Paul Williams. No disrespect to Paul Williams, but Paul Williams was on the right side of the street. He was the guy that was in favor to win that fight against an undefeated guy that's a Cuban guy that had no backing. He had nothing else. He was just another fighter that, remember, Paul Williams just got knocked out by Sergio Martinez. I think it was the fight before that. So he needed a fight to win. And he needed someone in a guinea pig, which Lara was then the guinea pig. He was a guinea pig. Make no mistake about it. You know what, Brittany? The fight I do remember, I think it was a guy named James Page, was a welterweight, and he fought a guy by the name of Jose Luis Lopez, which was from Durango, Mexico. And I think the first fight, no, it wasn't that. It was Jose Luis Lopez versus Ike Corte. And I think they ruled it a draw at first, or a no contest. And then it went from, let me look that up. I don't want to be lying to nobody, because I know they changed it at one point. Ike Corte versus Jose Luis Lopez. See, Ike Corte drew with Jose Luis Lopez by majority decision. Let's see. Hold on. Let me look. Because I think he landed like 313 jabs Corte landed on Jose Luis Lopez, but Lopez knocked him down twice. I think once in the fourth and another one in the 11th. Let me just wiki this because they share more information. The old bazooka. Tyson Galata was overturned. What was it? A no contest? Just like a reporter asked the judge, how did he score 115, 111 for Wilder in the first fight? And the judge walked away. Yeah, that was some bullshit. The judges, man, they all, and you don't know anything about these motherfuckers. Why couldn't the judges be ex-fighters? Someone, or trainers. or referees. Some places they are smaller venues. The referee are they are the judges. To be fair, but in these big fights, you got these people jump jamper, you know, you know what I mean? Dave Moretti. You know, you're like, well, who are these motherfuckers? You know, who picks them to know what they supposed to know about the sport of boxing? You see, the pop, do, do, do. You know, maybe these people put the pill in the people's chocolate. Ah. Okay, here we go. Corte de la Hoya. Okay, here it is. Here it is. He fought Jose Luis Lopez to a draw. The decision was read as a win for Corte, but was reversed as a flaw was found in the scoring. There you go. So it was a win for Corte, then they turned it into a draw. I thought it was the other way around. My fault, peoples. Yeah, all because of money. Yep, that's it. And see, back with Paul Walker, Jesus, Paul Williams. Paul Williams was a guy that actually got knocked out by Sergio Martinez. Got knocked out cold. So they needed someone to step up. They needed someone that was going to be a tough guy. Okay, there's that Erislandy Lara fight. Let's put him in there. Let's see what he can do. And Lara dusted him. And the only thing he didn't do, which he should have done, is knock him out. He should have knocked out Paul Williams. Now, it's unfortunate what Paul Williams went through because he's, paralyzed. He's like my boy Darrell Chill Minchell, an actor. He's also paralyzed. Getting on the fucking motorcycles. If you don't know about motorcycles, don't try to get on a motorcycle. I don't know about motorcycles, so I'm not riding a motorcycle. My uncle's dying words, he asked me, did I want a motorcycle? I said, no, I don't. But it's crazy. It is absolute craziness. But this is a good fight too. Benavides and the Flint kids, the brothers. It's crazy. These guys, I know their faces, but I don't know their names. It's crazy. Probably because he got beat up. It's bad. He was cool as hell. You met him, Blaine Walker? Now this was a tall guy that threw punches and bunches. Anthony Darrell. Thank you, Skrilla50. I don't know why. Andre and Anthony. Now I know, but I had to get that push. You know what I mean? That push. 21 and oh wow. David Benavides. You know what? David Benavides, he looks like, it's fucked up. He looks like Manolo from Scarface, don't he? Tony, where you on, Tony? I met your sister, Tony. Don't you tell my sister, man. Especially when he got popped for that coke, that cocaine. Yeah. I was like, oh God, he's man. He's Nikki Blue Eyes Austin. Good morning. It's 3:15 in the morning. Good. Counter punch to you. Counter punch to you. Gotta say it twice because you put it twice, Anthony Darrell. The dog. Yeah, I know, right? That's why I was like, damn, he's looking like Antonio Montana's friend. Manolo. And that's a nice tat on his shoulder, but that tat looks like trash, dude. Whoever done that shit to his chest needs their ass beat with a brick. You guys see that shit on his chest? That shit looks like first someone tried to scribble out some of it. Maybe they did, you know what I mean? Here's the thing about tats. If you're going to get a tat, make sure that's by a motherfucker that knows what they're doing and you've actually seen them do it before. Not some motherfucker that said, man, I know how to do tats. Man, hold on, man, I'll do it for you. Destiny, watching from California. Great job. Thank you very much, Destiny. Yo, this press conference was lit too, thanks to these guys. They made it hot because they went back and forth. You know, all the shit talk people. You know, David Benavides is built like Tyson Fury, ain't he? Giving hood discounts on tats. I know, right? Thank you very much, Nikki. I've been okay. Had a cousin passed away though, so that's kind of been messing with me. But of the corona, so good hood discounts. Hell yeah. What's that shit on his back? I'm trying to see I'm trying to make out what that is on his back. Benavides, he's a quick motherfucker, ain't he? That motherfucker's quick. And he'll open up a can of whoop ass on you quick. He don't play. Yeah, he built like Tyson Fury, got that slight inner tube around his stomach. Yeah, you ain't getting rid of that shit. That shit's just genetic. He gonna die with that shit. just jelly, inner tube belly. Oh man. Thank you very much, Grilla. Good 1-2 by Darrell though. He's sticking with him, much as he can. Damn, Nikki, I'm sorry to hear that. That shit's bad, man. This is just a slap on the wrist. Darrell, one of those guys, he fights alert and scared, if you notice. He reminds me of, those guys, he's watching everything. So when he does get hit, it's going to be off the rocker. What's his name? Peter Quillen. Peter Quillen fights like that, like some fucking, like you're just scared all the time. Osman from Oslo. Good morning to you. Ahmed Osman. Oh shit, I gotta. Gotta plug this up. There we go. Trinidad. It's funny. They're talking about Felix Trinidad De La Hoya. All right. Yeah, that virus shit's for real. Let me turn my TV. Gotta position it just right, mate. Spotty right. There you go. Yeah, he's cutting the ring off. Oh, good right by Darrell. Good jab to the body. Damn, how tall is David Benavides? This motherfucker looks like he's like 6'3". Oh, nice. Well, that's good, Nikki. I'm glad. I wish that Floyd is like. See, here's the thing. Floyd is learning. Oh, that could have been a bad counter, or should I say, a good counter for Darrell. Floyd's learning everything based on someone else's misfortune. And let me explain. Everything Roy did, Floyd did the opposite. Well, a lot of people, I don't know if you guys knew, but Floyd looked up to Roy Jones. You know, he might not have said it a lot, but Roy was the man. Roy was the man for a very long time. Okay, and everything that Roy went through made Floyd started to go through, and he adjusted to it based off what happened to Roy. See, when Roy started getting beat all those times, and a lot of people like, man, that's gonna fuck up your legacy and this, that, and the other. You know, Floyd started, in fact, implementing other safe havens and safe ways to get out of that situation. You know, so just like now, they're both retired, but Floyd, instead of him, why would he go fuck with his record, and be selfish? Dude, how much money you gonna ever make? You almost made $1 billion in the sport. What more could you really do? You know what I mean? And he's really taking it away from the other brothers. There's a fight, and all these guys, Canelo and Porter and Spence and Thurman. Like, let these guys be who they are. Let them enjoy their own fucking era. Don't come back because he's still gonna have the same old haters. He's still gonna have that, and I know that's potential for more money, but you still got to start thinking about the fighters of today. Most of these damn fighters are trying to be like Floyd, and they should. They should be like themselves. So no, I mean, what Floyd is doing is him training, him being selfless, giving back to his son, pouring it into his son. Do what fucking Sugar Shane Mosley did his son. And his son ain't half the fighter he is, but at least he's helping him. At least he's training him. At least he's trying to focus on him instead of how good that I once was. And hey, matter of fact, I can do it again. That's selfish. Floyd made enough fucking money. Just sit down. Sit down on your ass. Live, try to make peace with your retirement if he can. Ahmed, oh man, yeah. You got infected with it? How long did it take you to bounce back from it? But, man, I'm telling you, it's some shit like, Roy started doing something, now Floyd's doing it. So I'm like, okay, you know. I see Leo Santa Cruz back there like, oh, man. The jab of Benavides. Look, David's throwing a quick jab. You could tell he has the power. And what's happening, Darrell's allowing him to get closer, which he shouldn't do at all. Now, Darrell's trying to duke it out with him, and he's trying to catch him coming in, but he's out of position. Floyd should stay retired and preserve his legacy. Yeah, he should. He should start thinking about other fighters. You know. Yeah, he's hiding from Gary Russell. Fucking guy. You know what I mean? He beats Abner Mares, and I don't know who else he fucking fought. Honestly. No. I got to stick that he did fight the Jackal over there in Ireland, so that was a good win. And actually, he beat him, but then he got his bearings back. So, I can't overlook him. But yeah, he's probably hiding from Gary Russell. Oh, good left hook. David got a little chin because he took a sharp, he could have took a flush left hook from Darrell, and then he just kind of jumped right back into action. Oh, okay. He hit him on the whole shoulder with that right uppercut. I don't think he's from Canada. I don't know. Shit. I thought he was from California. Look at Jim Brown, Pro Football Hall of Famer. Mike Vick. Scooby Doo. Oh man, they threw his ass under the bus, people. Damn. So this is round 5. Or sorry, round 4. And had a little excitement in 3, not too much. I'll say this though, the PBC family, they show out to their events. You know what I mean? All these motherfuckers are in there. From A to Z weight class. They're in there. They're supporting their own. PBC The Cult. Coming soon. That's going to be a next video topic. It'll take me a time. I might have a couple volumes on that. But you don't hear too much from Lennox Lewis since Wilder lost. You know what? That's a great topic. Great topic. Because you don't hear anything from Lennox Lewis. Lewis is hiding. Damn, it took 2 weeks, yeah. My cousin was in the hospital for 3, and it sucked. So it looked like he was doing well, but he was 87, but still, this is the dude I want to be like if I make it to 87. I don't want to be like that guy that got to be turned over and all that shit and, wearing diapers and shit. No, let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Mm-mm. This is the first time Darrell has him on the ropes. Goes to the body, uppercut missed. Smothered uppercut miss. Got in a nice jab. Damn, David has his freaking hands down. Like, dude, pop him in the face. Pull a Floyd Mayweather. Ruiz is toying with the idea of Ortiz fight again. Again? Well, I mean, shit, they got to fight once to say again. So what are you talking about? AJ would beat Fury. I mean, it's possible. I mean, it's the heavyweight division. And with heavyweights, we know that if anybody should be confident, I think it should be Joshua. Why? Because the last time Joshua went up against Tyson Fury, got in the ring and sparred, he was able to land things that he shouldn't have been able to land at his stage in his career. So if you take that and you add 10 years of experience and championship bouts and Klitschko fights and Ruiz rematches and Dillian Whites and Parkers and all that if you add all that and then you put these guys in the ring, I say you're looking at 50-50 because remember something. Tyson Fury just did something. He just sealed a deal on something he already done. There, I said it. He ain't did shit since. You know? So his two victories are outpointing Deontay Wilder to a draw, which is technically a win, right? Then stopping Wilder. I mean, it's not a surprise that he won. Arism. Everything's good, man. Just enjoying PBC's undercard of Errol Spence and Shawn Porter. Oh, really? Political, really? I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that at all with Ruiz. So now he's saying he wants to fight with Ortiz? Well, let's see. I haven't seen that. If you could, inbox me some intel if you heard that, so I can research it. Benavides got him on the ropes because he's getting closer. He's throwing him with uppercuts. Yeah, a lot of these guys can talk. That's what they're good at doing. Oh, yeah, it was a good fight. Ortiz versus Rivas, Battle of the Stone-Faced Latinos. I know, right? Both of those guys are just like, it just gets you to know, like, I guess English language to learn is very, very difficult because you got guys like Oscar Rivas. He moves to fucking Canada and starts speaking French. Now he speaks French and Canadian. I mean, French and Spanish. Strange deal. You know what I mean? I know people that are from DR or Cuba, and they'll move to Brazil and start speaking Portuguese like it ain't shit. It's just crazy. I get Portuguese and Espanol is very similar, but these Latin languages, I guess, are more accessible. They're more easy to learn than English. You know. Boom, Rivas beats Wilder and my. Hey, I would like to see it. You know. Oh well, the money, it has to make sense. The money, if the money's not right. It's just for its publicity, Johnny. You think they're just talking shit? The gratitude of Tank Davis, Twitter fingers, school of cowards. they will. The way he's going after Dillian White without accepting the fight. Yeah, it's stupid. He could have signed that contract and fought five. But to be fair, now it don't matter because the fight wouldn't have happened anyway. Because of what's going on. That's the sad thing. But at least we know that he wasn't going to take the fight. At least we know that, dude, you're full of shit. You don't want that fight. But then you're going to respond on Twitter like you know. And you know the sad thing about Andy Ruiz is a guy that had people convinced of certain shit. You know, he convinced us that he was the second coming, that he was like Sammo Hung, the fat boxing boxer, that he was the guy that was, just going to end Anthony Joshua's career, then go after Deontay Wilder, had Deontay Wilder hoping that Tyson Fury would step down as Deontay found a better fight for him and his career, which that would have been a better fight for him in his career. But then again, so would fighting Anthony Joshua, but he reneged on that. So what does that tell you about the same reward but different fighter? So, Andy Ruiz, man, I mean, he's just showing me a lot of shit, honestly. Thanks to Vern. Because see, Martin can redeem himself. Stavern's done. He didn't do anything in his career at all, really. The guys that he beat weren't shit. Chris Ariola, no. Guys like that, no. Good left hook on the inside. Good jab. Good jab followed with a right hand by Benavides. Good jab to the body by Darrell. He's trying to measure him. Damn, right eye of Darrell's bleeding like a stuffed Irish pig. Now he grabs on when David, oh God, come on, dude. Don't do that shit again. You know what? Darrell, see, this is what bothers me about Darrell. He's so fucking quick to quit. You know? Yeah, it's a fucked up cut though. Because it's like right here. You know what I mean? It's not here. It's not under the eye. It's right above the eyelid. It's on the eyelid. So that's bad. Damn. Darrell looks like he's been in a street fight. Just making me a concoction with lemon. Good for vitamin C. Because, he quit against Uzkateki. He fucking quit. He got knocked out the first fight, but it was after the bell. And the second fight, he just quit. He couldn't handle the punching power. Uzkateki's one of those guys that people are going to overlook. Oh, that's a nasty ass cut, people. Jesus Christ. I don't look good. Could walk the earth like a god. Martin end up fighting Big Baby Miller in the next fight. I would like to see that shit. Let Miller fight anyone with a name that has something going for him. That's what I want to see. That would be great, Brandon. I doubt that fight will happen though, due to the politics bullshit. Maybe that'll probably be the next Joshua Wilder if those guys keep winning. If Dubois keeps winning and Effie Ajaba keeps winning, that would be like the modern day Joshua versus Wilder, the next generation. You know, British, black British fighter, undefeated, you know, well spoken guy versus, you know, Effie Ajaba's not anything like Wilder, but, you know, of course, they'll look at him like that. That would be a good fight. Kalnaki didn't want it. He just ran into a ass whooping about Kalnaki. Oh, ball buster! Yeah, that was low. He went below the belt. Darrell did. Well, I mean, at least he gave himself some time. That cut gets deeper, and his eyelid's gonna look like it's gonna fall off. Yeah, it's bad. Ooh, good uppercut. Good uppercut. Yeah, you better lock on, Darrell. You better lock on. Quit fucking pawing at your eye. You're just making it worse. Oh, see, yeah, that's a done deal. Darrell's gonna fucking quit again. Okay, they're letting it go on. The show must go on. Yes, I would, JS. I still want to see Anthony Joshua and Miller. You know, they got unfinished business. They got a lot of bad blood, you know? You don't talk that much shit at someone and not fight them. Come on. Darrell's coming on. Like, he's like, dude, I'm trying to win this thing. But I know what he's doing. He's trying to score enough points convincingly for the scorecards because he knows there's a. First of all, he don't know how long this fight's going to last. He does, you know, he's all he's going to do is get blood all over the next fighter, all that damn blood. But, you know. I don't know, Michael, before, you know. It could be. It depends on how Wilder, I mean, how Miller reacts to his punches. Yeah, it's a bad cut, man. Very, very bad cut. I don't think so. I don't really look at the followers, honestly. I don't think he does. I haven't checked, so I don't really know. Well, Johnny, you can't forget about that. It just shows you everything you want to know. Certain fighters don't want to take certain risks, you know? Meat hanging out that junk. They're going to stop it. You say, hell yeah, I want to keep going. No, I don't. No, I don't. That would be good. I would like to see Ruiz and Miller. He hit him below the belt again. Then the ref was trying to stop him. He popped him. Darrell. Flint, baby. Brent Jones, me too, brother. What boxing weight class do you enjoy watching the most? All of them. Everyone's mentioning Ruiz, but he ain't motivated. I don't know what he's motivated to do. I just hear him talking shit. Benavides is opening a can of whip ass like he knows to do. Yeah. Yeah, please give him something about holding. He's been holding all night. It's the 8th fucking round, people. Nah, John, I don't think it's really anybody in there either. Now he's just holding. He ties him up in the ropes to keep those fast hands from getting to him. He's just missing those biggest shots from Benavides. Darrell's getting beat up, people. Then he gives him a nice shoulder punch. He'll either look, Mikey Garcia, he'll either leave when he gets beat up or he'll leave when he wins. Oh, that would be cool if they did. They would hear some counter punching good. They'd hear some counter punching not so good. But whatever it is, I'll just be speaking my mind. So it is what it is. You know, it ain't illegal yet. Loma. It depends, Johnny, on how much Keith Thurman wants it. You know, honestly. I don't like how Darrell always ends up in the corner. I don't like that. He always ends up in the corner getting beat up. He did that with Uzkateki. He's doing that now. Oh, now Benavides has started working the body, and I think that's hurting Darrell. And ironically, I never saw this fight. I found out who won. I never saw it personally. Just like I told you guys, a lot of times the highlights are better, better seen than the actual footage. Oh, good body to punch. Oh yeah, he's Darrell's hurt. Darrell's hurt, guys. He's just getting battered from corner to corner. That referee's about to come in because, I mean, he got that badass cut, that big vagina on the right side of his fucking face, and he's not throwing anything. And the referee's talking to him, show me something. He has to elude, blood's all in his face. The doctor's stopping the fight. They're waving it on the outside. He took an ass whooping, and that is that, people. Eddie Hearn is dead serious about everyone staying in shape for the quarantine ends. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is because he's ready to get these motherfuckers back in the ring. You know, those officials are out there like, no, no, stop it, stop. Who do you think is the best super middleweight? I don't know. There's a lot of those motherfuckers. We just got to fight and find out. Caleb Smith is, you know, he's dangerous, but I like Caleb. I like Caleb Plant. He might pull this thing off, but then him and David Benavides, I think, should be that. That's the fight I want to see. Kurt, you have been any boxing matches in the UK? No, I haven't. I've never been to the UK. I was going to go there in June. You know, I was planning a fight in June, so we'll see what's going on now. Yeah, me too, Brittany. I hope they have some great cards on the way back. Here's the last part of this. This is where Benavides just started running the table on Darrell. He just touches the right hand to set up other shots. There's a little short combination to land that good left hook. Trying to pull the left hand down of Darrell to land the right hand. That didn't work. Lennox, go ahead and take that should have been stopped, people. Darrell can't really see, can't really protect himself, so feel that more people have a chance at your work than Benavides just took advantage of the situation in the sense of good uppercut in the inside, followed with a right hook. He missed the left hook. All over the place, definitely body punches, the hooks, just gave you variations of different punches. Yeah, they didn't want to see that eye get hit anymore. He could have lost that eye, man. They need to stitch that sucker up. That's why. Because if it goes too far, they can't do anything for it. But anyway, that was the undercard, guys. I thank you guys once again for showing up. You know, Spilker's still trying to get up. Skrilla 50. Anyway, I'm gonna cook like I said before, and see you guys for the next live chat. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.